Hello, one and all, and welcome to another episode of MMA Vision Analysis. This one, I'm here to talk about the possibility of a Jose Aldo versus Dominick Cruz if Aldo renews his contract. But before getting started, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and click that notification to get all of this that is new from this channel, your channel, the one and only MMA Vision Analysis. Dominick Cruz believes that Jose Aldo is afraid to face him, and he thinks that if Jose Aldo is to renew his contract, then the two have to face each other. And matter of fact, he thinks it's inevitable if Aldo renews that contract. I'm not sure if I agree with Dominick Cruz in that regard, just because we've heard talks of Jose Aldo fighting for let's say, something that's more worth his time. And in my personal opinion, at the age of 37, looking as good as he has lately, I think the most common, the common sense for Aldo, the common sense thing for Aldo to do is to challenge someone for a title. I do understand that it's somewhat of a long shot at this point, but in all honesty, it has been hinted before that Aldo could face perhaps Sean O'Malley for that bantamweight championship. I would not put this past Jose Aldo if he was to renew. I mean, 4 out of the last 5 fights, he's won in the UFC. Last time around, he looked in tremendous shape, fast as ever, and just perfect, really, in the last performance. We can only judge him by his last performance. Generally speaking, I don't think Aldo would be much interested in Dominick Cruz fight. I think if Aldo was to fight again, I believe he has a title in his like in the back of his head. He's not just willing to fight guys for the sake of fighting. I think if Aldo was to continue fighting in the UFC, I believe he's 2 fights away from a title fight, truly speaking. Perhaps his very next fight will be a title fight if he decides to continue fighting, renew his contract. But, you know, we're all for exciting fights. And a Jose Aldo versus a Sugar Sean O'Malley is so much more exciting. Or it sounds a lot more exciting than Jose Aldo versus Dominick Cruz. No disrespect to Dominick Cruz here, but at the age of 37, I think Aldo, he's just, if he was to fight again, I really do believe in the next 2 fights we could see Aldo fighting for a title, especially when you give his recent record into consideration. And I would not put it past the UFC to set up Aldo versus Sean O'Malley. I do understand that Sean O'Malley has a Dilashvili to deal with, and perhaps after that, I would not be surprised if the winner of that fight faces Jose Aldo. You know, it's a great way to show respect to a legend of the game, a Hall of Famer, and a walking legend who's still fighting, still active, and looked as good as ever in his last performance. If you made it this far, I appreciate you for sticking around. Please let me know what you think in the comments and like, subscribe for more.